Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Bit of a news flash here today. We've got Sensei on the line, and we're going to do two charts for you. GRRR, we're going to have a conversation about that, and XRP. Once again, Sensei was right, of course, on XRP, and we'll be looking at GRRR and crypto and everything else. Let me bring this up straight away. Let's take a quick look, and we can see exactly what Sensei said about XRP. It went exactly, once again, down to that $2. If we look right here, it touched the $2 exactly again. Look at that. Absolutely precise. Once again, and now you could have bought it again. I think that's the fourth time now that you could have won on this. So by now, if you've done these 25-30% trades, you basically got all your seed money out, and you got a lot more XRP, and it hasn't cost you a penny. Of course, there's tax involved because you can't buy it on your IRA. But anyway, very, very good day indeed. So let me put XRP on the screen. We're also going to look at GRRR. Let me just bring that up on the screen as well. So we've got GRRR. This is for the morning, and I've got a breaking story about that as well. Hence why this is a news flash. GRRR, massive rally again today. Since we've been talking about it, 226%. We've been promoting this all the way through, and that's rallying as well. So let's get straight into our show today. If you've just tuned in, please do subscribe and tap the like button. If we get over 100, it will share it out to a lot more people, and that'll be fantastic. But on the line right now, we got Sensei calling in. So without further ado, let me put Sensei in guest spot number 1 and bring him onto the show. So Sensei, welcome to the show. How are you this afternoon? Are you well?
Thank you for having me on the show. Yes, I'm doing very well. I'm very excited about XRP heading down to that $2 range, as he said, and we're looking at GRRR, Gorilla Technology Group, outperforming the market. So it is a great day, in my opinion.
Yes, Sensei, could you take your tickers off the screen? We don't need those when I'm doing this. It just, there you go. If you can take that, there you go, even better. I'm just going to zoom in slightly, and then I'm going to adjust you very slightly, like this. Take you over like that, and
looks like I've got mood lighting on tonight.
He's very moody, isn't he? It's very moody tonight. Absolutely. It's all because you just need that backlighting. See how my wall at the back is red and it's got some color. It makes me three-dimensional. It sets me from the back. It's got a key light. Anyway, Sensei, thank you for joining us this afternoon. We've got two things to talk about. We've got XRP. Once again, you were spot on. It went down to $2. Third or fourth time this has happened. It's gone straight back up again. We had a V shape today on the overall market. I was telling everybody that we'd have a crash and a boom, and we did. We went all the way back down. I didn't buy any more, and I didn't get fearful either. Straight back up again, and there we go. And then we're going into tomorrow. We are still in a bull. We are still in a bull market. We are still in the middle of the Santa rally, but that doesn't mean to say it's a straight line. Never is. Tom Lee today was disappointed. He said disappointing to see what happened today. Didn't really bother me. I have to be honest. I'm not really that concerned about it. I'm just adding, just holding and adding whenever it goes down low enough. But Sensei, first of all, we will come on to GRRR in a moment as well for our big event tomorrow. But first of all, have you got any insights and things you'd like to share today with regard to XRP, or what do you have set up first?
Yeah, I've got GRR on my screen right now, looking at it hit that take profit zone, so we can.
Okay. Well, let's do GRR first, and we'll come back to XRP then. So let me just bring this to you. We've got GRR, and we know it's done like 130% in the last couple of weeks that we've been covering it. In fact, more than that, 226. Huge rallies here for this. This event, by the way, folks, is tomorrow morning, and we've moved up the time. Now, this tells you a lot about what we're going to get tomorrow, because look at this. I was called by GRRR just about an hour ago, and I changed the time at their request. They wanted to go live 1 hour early, half an hour before the bell. That should tell you enough that you need to know that GRRR want to be on the show tomorrow half an hour before. I was called by GRRR. Let me just mute you, Sensei. They want to go live before the bell tomorrow. So we are going live 1 hour earlier at 8 a.m. Central Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So make sure that you are tuned in for that. It is members only because we're going to ask, as you can see, lots of questions coming in. We are going to ask questions and our members will be able to call in as well. But this has had a massive rally since we started talking about it. It's all over the place. We're going to come back to XRP, the chart, in a moment. But first of all, we're going to go back to Sensei. And Sensei has got for us, if I'm right, he has got a chart for XRP. So Sensei, I'll make you guest solo. Let's bring you up on the screen. There you are. What have you got for me, mate?
Yeah, so this is GRRR Technology Group's chart. This is something we did have a look at on the Sunday show, and what we were saying is there's levels we're getting back above $12, $16, $18, and the level we were aiming for, the main level for this trade was about $25, and that's what we actually achieved today. We had that wick up to $25. We're currently trading around $22. I wouldn't be surprised if we start going a little bit sideways on GRRR right now until we break that $25.50 level. Once that level breaks, and if there's enough volume at $25.50, we can see GRRR stock go up to $70. There was really not much in the way of that happening. That's a 170% move, and that can happen within days. And I've seen this happen before. You zoom out a little bit, you look at the 3-day time frame, you look how this previously has traded between the levels of $25 and $70, and it's just been straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. And this has all been in a matter of 3 days. It dropped from $70 to $25 back in December of 2022. Then it recovered in 6 days, so it went back up 200% in about 6 days. Then in March, it fell from $70 to $25, and then back in July of 2023, in a matter of 3 days, it went up from $25 back up to that $70 range. So right now, the momentum is to the upside. We do have that resistance at $25, which we did reach today. If we do break $25, then that's when we can get a massive 150, 200% move in a matter of a few days. So that's what I'm going to be looking out for. I wouldn't be surprised if we might go a little bit sideways, but the main break we're looking for now is $25.50, and that's when things can go absolutely crazy, in my opinion. And we can see GRRR stock absolutely take off. But so far, it's exactly as predicted, continuing to break through resistance, hit that take profit zone of $25, and now we're waiting for that $25 to be breached and that resistance to be taken out, so we can see that explosive move to the upside.
Thank you very much, Sensei. Please stay on the line. We're making this during a live show. So there's GRRR stock, GRRR Technology Group. Join us in the morning before the bell goes, 8 a.m. Central Time, and we're going to cover this right into the bell. It's going to be a very, very exciting day. So click above my head for all the links, down below in the description. And over here, I'll put the event itself. It's a members-only event. You can see it on the big screen underneath me at the moment. The live interview with the CFO and CEO. World exclusive, members only. The event will be here, right up here. And down here, I shall put the GRRR playlist, and there is the event itself. You cannot afford to miss it. The CFO and the CEO joining us live in the morning. Fantastic. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. GRRR live in the morning, CFO, CEO, just before the bell goes. We've got Sensei on the line, who's going to give us now a full breakdown of the chart, where we see it going, how high it's likely to go, its resistance levels, support levels, how you can trade this. So now we're going to go over to Sensei. Okay, I'll do that. Now we're talking. The bell has just gone and I missed it.
Bring in a power player who famously predicted the subprime mortgage crisis.
Nothing going on there with Wall Street, so we won't bother about that. But now we're talking XRP, another news flash for you today. So let's get straight into this one. That's really weird, Sensei. Your light, whatever it's doing, is it reflecting on your auto cue? Because you can see that's what right side of the screen, which is, I'm guessing what you're looking at, is actually got, because I'm guessing now that your light is bleeding onto the mirror. You can actually see the right side of the screen is got like a light over it. Now I'm guessing because it's projecting it via a mirror, I'm just guessing that your light is bleeding onto the screen, hence why the right hand side of your chart looks like it's anyway, it's very atmospheric, Sensei. It's like it's a bit like a bit haunting tonight, isn't it? It's he'll figure it out. Right, okay. It's all live action, it's all happening live. Right, let's do XRP for you now. So let's get ready to go. Let's turn the studio green because it's a green day for XRP. Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor. Newsflash, XRP. We've got Sensei live on the show. Once again, XRP hit $2. Precisely. Again, you could have traded it 3 or 4 times. I'm kind of losing track now of how many times we get this right and how many times you can make money. For those of you that keep saying, I'm just going to hold it forever, you now own a third less or 2/3 less than everybody else. In fact, 3/3 less. We've doubled our money because if you traded this 3 times, you've got your seed money out and you've now accumulated more XRP. So without further ado, tap the like button if you like this content and consider subscribing. We're going to bring Sensei on the show and talk to us about the XRP chart. So without further ado, let's go over to Sensei. Sensei, what do you have for us on XRP today?
Yeah, so I've got I can do a full chart analysis for XRP and it's looking very, very good. Exactly as we said on the Sunday show. We're live every Sunday doing these analysis and everyone was panicking a little bit with XRP. And I said there is a very short-term level of support at $2.13. I'm expecting that to break, and when that breaks, we'll have a quick move to the downside towards $2. And within hours, that's exactly what happened. We had that 7% drop since the show last night, 7% to downside, bouncing at $2, exactly at $2. I said this time it will be close to $2. It won't be going as low as 197 and 190. And we've already had a bounce of about 7%. We have just come back to that previous support of $2.13, and we're trying to get back above it. But looking at this from a more longer term perspective, this can be a situation where this is all the momentum we need. We've got a double bottom with a higher low. So the previous low was about 196. The low before that was about 190. Now we've got $2. Looking at it from a long-term chart, that would look like a triple bottom. Looking at it from a medium-term chart, that's just lower, higher lows. So it is actually very bullish. And then you pair that with what the RSI is saying, and you zoom out to something like the daily time frame, which will give you a sort of a medium-term look, a short medium-term look at the chart. And what you're seeing is that is sort of a double bottom with a higher low. And on the RSI, you're having a lower low. So opposite things occurring. So let me repeat that. On the charts, you've got a higher low. On the RSI chart, you've got a lower low. What that means in charting perspectives is bullish divergence. Bullish divergence is momentum shifting. It is a charting pattern. It's what a lot of people look for. And if this bottom of $2 holds, this can be the point where XRP finally moves out of this accumulation phase that we're in, this sideways downwards momentum phase, this area where we are just accumulating, going sideways with a lot of opportunity. May I add, we've had a lot of opportunity. I mean, at $3, that's when the controversial video of the 50% drop came out. Everyone keeps talking about this 50% drop that we said, and that was filmed around the $3 mark. Since that video came out, we've had a 37% drop, 38% correction. If you actually watched throughout the video, what I said during that video was, don't be surprised if XRP has a 50% crash during the bull market. That is not something uncommon. Be prepared for that. But what my main message in that video is Bitcoin's looking a bit bearish. There's going to be a lot of opportunity to accumulate more XRP, and what I'm expecting is a 30 to 40% correction. We got a 37% correction, so that target was reached at $2 level. The $2.90 level was hit. Then we had that trade to the upside, back to $2.62. The area where we famously took a bit more profit, and then we came back down to $2. Then we had that move back up to $2.38, and now we've had that move down to $2. So personally, me trading this, I've taken out my initial. I've gained about 50% more XRP, and that I've done it in more of risk averse way. I could have traded this with leverage and seen profits of 1,000% or much more. So that even though this zooming out, this just looks like accumulation, it's been very volatile within this range. There's been a lot of areas to make money. Again, it's not financial advice. It's just what the chart is suggesting. And right now, we might be seeing a double bottom occur at $2. We've got that bullish divergence. If we hold that $2 level, we are looking to get back above these ranges at $2.30, $2.40, $2.62, and ultimately head back up to all-time highs in the year in 2025, and maybe as soon as January of 2020.
Oh, I think
we are seeing with bullish divergence.
No, he's back. We lost him for a second. Thank you, Sensei, for that great information. No. If you can go full screen on your face once again now, we can have a conversation. Now, I don't know if anybody realizes this, but did you know XRP has its very own drink? This was just sent in by Mike. Look, the XRP Ripple. It looks like it's some sort of fruit drink. This was sent in by Mike in Discord. It's not, I've got to tell you now, it's not XRP Ripple, but it is Ripple. There you go. Did you know that? I bet you didn't know that. All right, let's bring Sensei back in again now, and let's have a conversation. Absolutely fantastic. Sensei, spot on again, mate. Well done, well done, well done. I just like to know, and because when you were talking, then I was unable to pay attention to every word as I was doing 5,000 things at once. But have you yourself traded each of those times, or have you just held your position? What have you actually done with your own XRP?
So what I've done is when we initially had that move. I've had areas where I've wanted to take out my initial, and that was represented by those green lines on my chart, which I've explained before. But that was the $2.60 level. I took some money out when we got to that 1618 from the 21. That's the Fibonacci level around $3. That was basically the high. I came on the show and I said I've taken some profits. I took my initial out. I took a bit of extra out. I bought back in at $2. I sold back at $2.62. I bought back at $2. I sold at $2.30. I bought back at $2. So throughout that, I've still got even though we are at the lower levels at $2, I've still managed to keep my initial investment of XRP out so I've taken profits, taken my initial out, but actually increased my position on XRP. Again, it's Perfect. It might not be the right thing for everyone, but they might not know how to trade. But for me, looking at these charts over time, I've learned exactly how to do these things, and it's worked out for me. I've taken my initial out, and I've got more XRP now. So brilliant.
That's perfect. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. But let's just say, it's not for everybody. Some people are not looking to do that. They're not as averse, they're not as well educated on charts as Sensei is, and they like the asset. They just want to buy it whenever they can. Over time, they might not even buy it at all. They might not buy it on the dips. They might always end up buying it at the top of the levels, and that's absolutely fine as well if you're buying it long term and just want to hold it. I often say, if people had done this, they could have made more money. Well, it's true. However, it's not wrong to just buy and hold. What is wrong is when you say, I'm buying because it's going to go up to $1 million next week or whatever. That's wrong. That's uninformed. That's just guessing and gambling and whatever. But if you're just buying it, at whatever level that you are, and adding more and more, look at Michael Saylor today. Oops, let me just get rid of those alerts. We'll get rid of those just for a moment. Sensei, you've got them as well on your screen. I can see that's definitely a mirror. I can definitely see now why. I was right, wasn't I, about that light over the screen? I think it's putting a shadow on. Was I right there?
I need to watch it back. I have no idea what's going on.
When you watch it back, as you watch it back, underneath you on the chart, it's all light. It's as if it's bleeding onto the mirror of your auto cue. Anyway, you'll work it all out, I'm sure. But I forget what I was going to say now. Anyway, it's not important. But the point is, everyone's got their own strategies. And look at Michael Saylor today. Michael Saylor over the last couple of days has been buying more Bitcoin. When you might go, well, why didn't he buy it when it was 5,000, 10,000? Why is he? Well, he did. Remember? But then time goes by, he earns more money, and now he's buying more. It's just like everybody who buys into the stock market. I'm now paying more for the S&P than I did 2 years ago or a year ago. That doesn't mean to say I don't buy it. and I'm using margin to do it. Well, why didn't I just use margin a year ago? Well, a year ago, I didn't have the income I've got today from YouTube. I've not earned the money to be able to do that. You've got to have income at the same time and all the rest of it. But there's nothing wrong in not trading. I know some people are going, well, I didn't trade, I just held it. Does that make me stupid? No, it doesn't make you stupid. You could have made more if you traded it, but it's not for everyone. And it also requires, not only the knowledge, but also requires a different sentiment as well, because you're now looking to find the entry point, whereas those that just buy it, it's like me with the S&P. I'm never selling. I'm just adding more. I don't have to try to get back in again. I just add more along the journey. Anyway, Sensei, thank you for bringing that to us. What's your thoughts on GRRR tomorrow? They're going to be on the show half an hour before the earnings. That was their request to do that. They wanted to deliver information into the bell. That tells you a lot, doesn't it? But what's your thoughts? What do you think we're going to see tomorrow? Are we going to see a big crash on GRRR because it had a massive rally? Or do you think they're going to reveal something and everyone's going to go, oh my God, straight to $70? I think you mentioned the word $70 in your review there. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be exciting. Last time we did you did a meet the CEO. I listened in. I had to analyze the CEO myself, see what kind of person he was, listen to what he's done in the past, and then I made a decision to buy into the stock. And that turned out to be an absolutely amazing investment. That's Mobix. That was the CEO of Mobix he interviewed, and that's when I bought Mobix, and made a couple 100% on that. I wouldn't. I mean, it's going to be very interesting because they obviously want to share something. So I expect a lot of volatility, but on that open as well. So I wouldn't put my life savings into this. That's for sure. It's a low market cap, very highly volatile. But I'm going to wait and see what the CEO says and see if it entices me and to buy some shares. But I expect it's going to be another volatile day for GRRR Labs, especially with the level we're at resistance. If it breaks through resistance, it's $70. So it doesn't. If there's some good news coming out, I won't be surprised to see that stock continue moving to the upside.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that, Sensei. I've just realized I didn't do an outro for XRP. I came straight back to you. So let me just do an outro for this, and then I'll come back to you. So there's XRP from Sensei. Fantastic. Very, very good information. You could have traded this 3 times now, but there's nothing wrong with not trading it. Simply holding it is fine too if you believe long-term in the asset and you're not looking to trade, just want to keep accumulating while on the journey. Not everybody wants to trade like Sensei. That's perfectly understandable. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Over here, I shall put the XRP playlist, and down here, something else that you might find useful. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, my videos are all over the place today, but I will find them at the end. Does anybody have a question as we got Sensei on the line? For those of you that don't know, we do have, if you type martynsensei.com, you come up to this page here. I shall put it in the chat 3 times so you can see it stand out. There you go. Sensei has just designed our latest mug using his logo and my logo there. And we do have this one here, first of all. There's 16 left. It's Happy New Year. You've got Sensei's logo on one side, mine on the other, and a Happy New Year message there. We also do have these special limited edition, only 2 available now, only 2. Why it shows dark up here is because when you fill it with hot liquid, it reveals this image. Again, it's like the other ones, but it doesn't have this magic effect. It's limited edition. There are only 2 left here. As you can see, only 2 available. And also, if you get one of these mugs, you also get a full video review from me and a full technical review from Sensei as well, just to give you an extra perk and benefit, if you like, by getting that. The link's in the chat. I'm sure that's going to sell out today because there's only 2 left of this special one. Now, what these are, they are limited edition mugs. They come out and they're only available for a very short period of time, and that's it. We don't bring them back. We don't add them out again. These are to celebrate certain occasions on the show, like we've got Happy New Year right now, and so on and so forth. So once they're gone, and there are people that collect these mugs. I even saw one of my mugs, actually, one of my earlier mugs, on eBay being sold, which I thought was funny. Someone was trying to make a profit, which is what we're all about here, right? Yeah, remember that guy who said, I'm going to buy 30 of them and I'm going to put them on eBay. Anyway, there you go. So Jig Squad has got a question for Sensei. Did you see a breakout on XRP? Do you see a breakout on XRP with all this volatility? Jig Squad, what's your answer to that, Sensei, if you can?
We're coming up to the end of sort of this tax loss harvesting season. We as Martyn's saying, on the broader markets, we can start moving in to sort of moving back up to previous levels. If the S&P 500 moves up a couple percent, Bitcoin will follow, and XRP will follow, and that's what we need, is the market to start moving upwards. The broader markets, Bitcoin following, and that will allow XRP's structure on that bullish divergence I showed you on that chart to really come into effect and have that move to the upside, so we can start the momentum to start moving to the upside, so we can start breaking that all-time high and continue with the trend up for XRP. So the breakout will occur if the S&P 500 continues to either go sideways or start moving up. Bitcoin will follow suit, and that will allow XRP's bullish divergence to come into full effect, and that's when we'll get a big breakout.
There you go. Anybody else got a question? Sean Mullen has asked, one of our members has asked, Sensei, how did you learn to read charts like that? Just awesome. I'll tell you how we did it. He called me up one day and said, Martyn, I want to know about these charts. Can you tell me all about it? And I sat down with a cup of tea. I drew a couple of squiggly lines on a bit of paper. I went, see this one here? This is a Head and Shoulders. See this here? This is a cup and handle. And he put it all together, and here he is today. He might disagree with that. Sensei, from Sean Mullen, how did you learn about charts like that? Just awesome.
Yeah, it was just Martyn showing me squiggly lines. That's all.
See? See? Move on. Next question.
No, I've been I like numbers, I like lines, I like charts. I've been fascinated by them for probably close to 8 years now. I've been actively trading for probably 6 years. I've been in the cryptocurrency and sort of market since 2017, and then it all came. And when I started making better profits, when I started making less risky sort of FOMO investments or selling or buying a falling knife and stuff like that, was when I started understanding the art of trading. It took my emotion out of it. So it was a long process, and I've sort of learned it by studying charts, looking at them sometimes for hours and hours on end, and watching YouTube and just seeing other people that are really interested in charts, and taking all those sources and mainly just looking at the chart myself and having my own strategy and keeping it simple, because right now on YouTube there's so many different people trying to sell you different courses and indicators. It's the charting industry is a bit of a joke right now on YouTube. It's very hard to find the best way of learning. I would say the best way of learning is tuning into every Sunday show, and over time you'll develop your own strategy. You'll learn from my charting, and then you'll end up with your own strategy. So you just learn over time. There's no quick way of doing it. There's no course that can teach you it within minutes. Even though the courses we have on Discord are great, it's not a one-time course. It's an ongoing conversation. When you come into Discord, when you come into either mine or Ed Nebius' channel, it's not a one-time watch this or do this and this is the way to trade. It is an ongoing conversation. It's an ongoing, every Sunday you tune in. It is a very long journey, but it's definitely worth it.
Great answer. Yeah. Jig Squad says thank you. Good TA as always when he asked you about the breakout. Next question is it's not a question, it's a comment. Glad Instant says, I am terrible at charts. I just held, and that's the right thing to do. If you bought an asset, whether it's a stock or an asset, and you've done your due diligence, you've done your research, you like the asset, but you don't understand the charts and you don't know when and if and why and the rest of it, but you just like the business or like the asset and you want to hold it, that's the right thing to do. If you don't know what you're doing and you're just guessing and you look at it, I mean, one thing it's terrible, really. You look on Robinhood and you know nothing about charts whatsoever, and you go into the advanced section, which is not really advanced, but anyway, you click the little plus and it says RSI, it's oversold, and you go, brilliant. This is simple then, isn't it? It's oversold. I'll buy it. It's gonna go up then, isn't it? And it doesn't. And you go, well, hang on a minute. Robinhood said it was oversold. So why didn't it go up? Well, it doesn't work like that. If it was as simple as that and one indicator told you what was going to happen, well, guess what happens? No one knows what to do now, because it's like, we all know it's going to go up. So no one sells it because they think it's going to go up. Then no one buys it and we're all stuck around. The only way this works is a bit of, some people know, some people don't, bit of cloak and bit of dagger. You need a bit of that. You need a little bit of, stock manipulation and a bit of craziness, because if it's all obvious, this is what's going to happen when this happens, well, everyone, it's like predicting the future. We know what the markets are going to do tomorrow. It's kind of like pointless. Everyone buys it because we all know it's going to go up. But then tomorrow it goes up. Now what do? It already went up. We've already bought it. So, simple indicators are not enough. You need to know all the ins and outs, and Sensei will tell you himself, even with his wisdom of charts, it doesn't guarantee he knows what's going to happen. Yes, he's been right a lot, but it doesn't mean he can be right every time, right? Okay. He's just giving himself the best chance of being right. That's the point. So Sean Mullen, LOL, love it. Great. Cedar Trees, I love this book for learning. Thank you, Cedar Trees is recommending a book. Thank you to you. Sean Mullen, thank you. Very overwhelming. I've been doing it for a couple of years. You're just simply amazing, Sean Mullen. There, you got a fan now, there, Sensei. Would like to know if you can recommend any study material. I think you'll just say tune into the show on Sundays, because at the end of the day, it's a long journey of experience, and you can call into the show, ask a question. You can be on the show. You can call in now, Sean, as a member of the channel. You can call in right now. I'll give you the link right now. You can be on the show, and you can be having a one-on-one conversation live with me and Sensei right now. Let me give you the link. There it is, martynlucas.com/live. You don't require any software. Do it on your browser. And the password is LucasH, uppercase L, uppercase A, 100. You can call in right now and be on our party screen, and you can ask Sensei any question you like.
Can I address the classic car nuts comment? He's asked me this a few times, and
yes.
I think he's missed every time I've explained this.
Oh, yes. So I saw this earlier. Let me just read it out, and then you please answer it. When Classic Kana asked the question, when you both say XRP will crash 50%, because it's a matter of when, then what price will it be better? What price will it be when it drops 50%? Classic Kana to Sensei.
Yeah. Can I bring up my chart, Martin? Just
yes. Let's go over. Let's go over to Solo. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, brilliant. I've got XRP's price up right now, chart up. The classic car nuts, no worries at all. I understand you're a bit confused with that. So what we said was we had a video titled a 50% drop, 50% crash XRP. What was the purpose of that video? Was it clickbait? No, it was there to tell you that XRP, and explain in the video, XRP will crash 50% right now. And the reason it came out at that specific time was because XRP was looking bearish. Not only was XRP looking bearish, and the time it came out was when XRP topped around $2.90, $2.80. not only was XRP looking bearish on a charting perspective, what was more important, Bitcoin was looking bearish. There was bearish divergence, and XRP has just come up from this very big move to the upside. So that video came out just to give you exactly my thoughts. And in that video, I said I was selling some of my XRP because we hit a target. Bitcoin was bearish. And we titled it 50% crash because that could occur. It was a warning. In that video, I explained during bull markets, it is not uncommon for a cryptocurrency to crash 50%. In the last bull run for XRP and the one before, XRP did correct 50% during the bull run. What did I say? Did I say XRP would crash 50% from that day? No, I didn't. What I said, if you go watch the video, was a 30 to 40% correction on XRP is what I'm expecting. It can go down as far as 50%. And what we got was a 37% correction to the downside. So I would consider that enough. I would consider that exactly within the range I gave of the correction. I would say that the target has been hit. Can XRP go down 50% from those highs? Can it hit $1.50? Of course it can. I would be a little bit concerned if it did. It wouldn't be very surprising. It would be a little bit surprising. It would be a break of structure. It would be a bit concerning if we got down to $1.50. I'm not expecting that to happen. But what we say when we say it's a matter of when, not if, is at one point XRP's price will crash 50%. And that could be from this level, but what when I say that, I'm saying it would definitely crash 50% in the bear market. Where will the price of XRP be? It might be at $5 correcting to $2.50. It might be $10 correcting to $5. It might be $7 correcting to $3.50. But at one point, XRP's price will definitely correct 50%. That's where the saying, it's not a matter of when, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So that main video was there to give you that warning. XRP's price can drop 50%. Are you prepared? I think it's going to drop between 30 and 40%. It has corrected about 35%, exactly in the middle of my prediction. So that hopefully clears that for you. The classic car nut. I apologize that you got confused. We have tried to explain it a few times, but thank you for asking the question. I've clarified a few things on that front.
Great. Thank you very much, Sensei. Stay with me. Got another question here. Let me go back to XRP. VHS to DVD asked the question, would you agree that XRP is poised to make waves in the world of finance? Would you expect XRP... Is XRP poised to make waves in the world of finance? Well, I can already tell you that it is making waves in the world of finance. I talk to people at Bank of America, and they're going to use it, already are using it, as a way to send money and transfer money around the world. Sensei is the best person to ask, so I'm going to put to him now. But yeah, that's already happening. So Sensei, what's your thoughts on that?
I think I would agree that that is very likely it will. I mean, it already is a very new technology. All these big banks, remember, it's targeting at banks, not individuals. And that's the world of finance, is sort of the banks is really where finance comes from. So I think it's going to be revolutionary. At least the technology will be quite revolutionary for the entire banking industry and the world of finance. So I would agree with that statement.
Jeffrey on 1815 says, thanks for both an honest and entertaining way to describing stocks. We both believe here, me and Sensei both believe that investing doesn't have to be complicated, and it should be entertaining because it should be engaging. It should be also, as entertaining as it might be, also be boring too. For me, it's very much a waiting game. For me, when I buy the S&P, I'm studying balance sheets. I'm talking to people on my Instagram. I'm interviewing CEOs. I'm listening into earnings calls. I'm even taking part in earnings calls. And I'm looking at the macro conditions and determining whether entering the stock market is a good time at the moment, and I then wait for some macro news to drive it down, and I buy. And then I wait. It's very much like a waiting game. You know how long I've been waiting now? Nearly 2 months to buy more Coca-Cola. Literally just waiting until the 1st of January when I can dump $8,500 into Coca-Cola and buy that. Of course, it may go up the first thing Monday morning. It might go up the first thing. What would that be? Wednesday morning? I don't know, but hopefully not. But hopefully it goes up the day after that would be great. But yeah, investing should be the principle of it should be boring, because it's you know what you want and now you wait. It's like planting seeds in the ground, and you're trying to grow an oak tree. You put the best quality seeds that you can in the ground. You do your research. You know how to feed the tree. You know what it needs to nurture it. And now you wait. You can't just keep throwing fertilizer on and expecting to push it up, and then tell your mate down the road that my tree really has grown 10 foot. And he goes, no, it hasn't. It's only a little seedling. No, it's grown 10 foot. How much do you want to give me for it? Well, it hasn't grown up yet. I said I'll buy the tree when it's grown. Yeah, but same thing. Patience, you need discipline, and so on and so forth. But if we make it entertaining, like we are trying to make it visually interesting and so on and so forth, people engage, they watch, make it fun amongst the audience. It keeps people engaged, and that's what it's about. Put together the fundamentals, the relationships, which is what I do, and Sensei with the technicals and the charts, bring it all together in an entertaining way, and hopefully people enjoy investing and get involved. Would you agree with that, Sensei?
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, I definitely agree with everything you said, and it's nice to I know there's a lot of people that don't just buy something as simple as the S&P 500 and have the patience to just hold it and grow with it. Sometimes that is the best thing to do. I mean, patience always pays off. Patience with XRP paid off. 4 years of it going down, sideways, trying to break out, breaking back down, and finally, even from those lows of 30 cents, we basically got a 10x. So it does pay off. Some stocks you have to stay on top of. Some things, if you're not just holding your money in a pension and something very easy, you'll have to keep on top of things. Some stocks go bust, some cryptos won't be around. So making it entertaining and keeping everyone engaged is a very important thing as well. And that's why we have such a great family here. And we've got a great mug as well. I want to tell everyone about this mug.
Yes.
I know you've just said it, but let me.
Do you want me to put it on screen?
Yes, please, if you could.
Okay. Here we go. Which the £50 one, the magic one.
Yeah. Let me. I've got it on my screen. Let me put it on.
Okay.
I've got my.
Right. There you go. Let me bring you up full screen just a moment. There you go.
So we've got these new mugs. We've got two. We've got the £20 one and the £50 one. If
I'll
you
put the
saw
link in the
Martyn's
chat.
show
There
earlier. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the link is in the chat. We've got 14. I don't think Martyn refreshed earlier, but there's only 14 available of the £20 one. That one helps support the show. And what I'm going to do is anyone who
We just lost you there.
Soon. But by the time that show ends, I'm doing someone's asked me to do a technical analysis for a chart. So I'm going to be recording that one right after this show. So if anyone else wants a technical chart, I'll make you a video straight away with just the cheaper mug, the £20 mug. Anyone who buys that now, I'll do you a free technical chart analysis. And also there's only 2 available of the £50 mug. That one gives you my technical chart analysis, but it's going to be a full video. If you saw Martyn's video earlier, he did a full fundamental analysis on, I think it was a gold stock. He will be doing the same as well, and there's only 2 available of them. So Mike, I know you haven't got one of these mugs yet. You're in the chat. I see you commenting. I know I don't know what I'm saying, but thank you very much for letting me show that, Martyn. And these are very exciting designs for the new year. Let me put my face back on the screen. I think I'm having a technical issue, am I?
Yeah, you're buffering a little bit. There's a few little issues, but it's no problem. No problem.
And this, I apologise for that. If you couldn't hear me, Martyn.
I was just saying that we could hear you.
Yeah, we could hear you. Okay, brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, it was only for a second we lost you, but you were back all the way through that. No problem at all. Okay. You froze there for a minute. No, you didn't. You just smiled for a long time. I thought you frozen.
I think there is something going on.
I'm just smiling all the time. All right. Here's an interesting comment from Stephen Lewandowski. He's dead right. Basic trading and investing. The stock market is just a transfer of money for shares from shareholders wanting to sell them. Very, very true. It is a market, exactly the way it's described. No one can predict upside or downside. Definitely charts help. Well, they give you more information. At the end of the day, charts show you what people have done in the past and more likely to do again in the future. Why? Because everybody's looking at those charts. They're all looking at the same things that you're looking at. So you need to understand them to be able to at least have a level playing field. Then you need to read the balance sheets and understand what it is you're buying, not just because someone on YouTube says to buy it. And then in my case, I talk to people, make relationships with people, and I learn stuff that no one else knows, because the fact is they call me up and tell me, like they said to me, the data that was sent into Seeking Alpha and Alpha Spread wasn't correct. We've got some more information and we'd like to send it to you. And they did. And now they want to come on the show and talk to me. So I'm building relationships, and they come on because I'm talking to them off air and becoming friends and nurturing relationships. So put all those together and you've got a pretty good strategy. Hey guys, what do you guys see XRP doing in a nutshell? Well, we've talked about this a lot, but we have to focus on our members, but I've got Sensei here, so I will ask him. What do you guys see XRP doing in a nutshell? All right, let's do it in a nutshell, shall we, Sensei? In a nutshell, what do you see XRP doing? I guess he means the price. Go on, then.
In a nutshell, I'd say if it holds $2, breaks through all-time highs, I see it making its all-time highs in 2025, and at about $4 to $6 is my main target. $10 will be on the higher side of the target, and I expect that to occur in the next sort of 6 months. Okay,
thank you. And I've got another question here. We're running out of time. Are you okay for time for a minute, Sensei?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah.
Okay. Billy M. Pitt says, "Hi guys. Some analysts saying that this is a very different rally because this is the first time there are closed candles above the 2.01, so they think it will stay above that important line." Oh, you're talking specifically about XRP. So again, I'll read that again. Some analysts are saying that this is a very different rally because this is the first time there are closed candles above the 2.01, so they think it will stay above that important line. What do you guys think? Says Billy. Sensei, this is your field. What do you think of that? I don't have any comment on those candles.
Yeah, every time we've hit $2, he's basically saying it's bounced off it, and the candle, the way the daily candle closed, it was above $2. So is that bullish? Yes, it is bullish. Is that something that we haven't? Does that guarantee it's not going to fall below $2? No, I wouldn't put too much weight into it. That is one key thing that's important, that we're holding $2 and the candles are above it, but you have to look at a few different things. You have to look at bullish divergence. You have to look at the further trend. How many times have you bounced off it? So you put all of those together. So I do agree that it's a bullish sign, but you have to have a holistic view when you look at predictions like that.
Songs for Space. I thought the market closed Wednesday. It is closed. Tomorrow is an early day as well. Tomorrow is a half day. So we're going to go live in the morning with our special event. We're not going to start at 7:30 in the morning because we can't do that. What we will probably do is go live at 7:15, 15 minutes earlier than normal, and do a 15-minute preview. I will then take you all into the event. I will then go off air because the CEO and CFO, Jay, want to speak to me before to get set, just to do mic checks and stuff like that. So we'll be doing that. And then we'll be going live at 8 a.m. Central, which is half an hour later than the normal time we go live for the event itself. Then we'll be closing at midday, so we might just go straight through. There'll be no closing bell because the closing bell will be midday. It's a half day because of New Year's Eve. There is no show on New Year's Day, so I won't be able to buy, unfortunately, the Coca-Cola on January the 1st because the market will close at 7 p.m. on I'm just thinking, will it close at 7 p.m.? Yes, it will close at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Then it will reopen on January the 2nd. Well, in fact, it will reopen. This is important to note this, folks. If you want to get the first of get the Roth IRA immediately before anyone else buys the Roth IRA or the traditional, is it will open at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern time on New Year's Day. Because remember, it's a pre-market then. The pre-market has to start again before the market opens, okay? So it will open at 7 p.m., just like a Sunday night. Sunday night, it's 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern, and that's how that works. So yes, you're right, Song for Space. Mike says, thank you guys. You guys are the best. Marky Sutton, the bullish diverse was clear. I think that this guy just gave us $1 million worth of game. Thanks, boss. Marcus Sutton. I got to be honest, I don't understand the question. Maybe you want to repeat it. Markets are closed on New Year's Day. That's correct. They are not. They are just two very naughty boys. Okay, says MSK. I have no idea what's going on there. It's a marathon, not a sprint. That's correct. Let me read these comments to you that are coming in. Ha, ha, ha. Very naughty boy. I think he's doing a little bit. Oh, XRP is now going down again. Another chance to buy at 2 and sell it for a profit. The overall market is holding, though. Interesting stuff. Bloody mugs. Rubbish, said MSK. Sensei, don't forget the review I gifted. Don't forget the review I gifted. Stacey Bailey, I'm sure Sensei knows what that is. Love that your Sunday show fills the stock market weekend void. Lovely, Studavi. And I got it right all the way from Honolulu, isn't it? Yeah. Sudavi. He told me the other day it's Sudavi. Hope, how's it going, guys? Drill, very well. Thank you. Yes, XRP. Hi, guys. Missed that start, but we'll just say hello, people. Stephen, you can always rewind it and go and see it again. It lives forever on YouTube. Thanks for the highlight, Martin. You're very, very welcome. And last question, glad instance. I am a baby sitting New Year's Day. I'm babysitting New Year's Day, my little grandson. Well, that's very nice indeed. Thank you for sharing that with us. All right, we've covered all the questions. What we're going to do now is we're going to switch back to Sensei just for a moment. I'm going to finish the show by going to members only. So if anybody wanted to get a comment and question they couldn't get through because it was busy, now you can. If anybody needs onboarding, I will now do it. In a moment, I'll let Sensei go. So if you want to become a member of our channel, there is the membership link there. There is the membership video telling about all the perks and benefits. There is Instagram and X. You can follow me and I will comment. And I do comment to everybody's comments and questions. There is Seeking Alpha and Alpha Spread for all the software we've been using today to do the reviews. There's Robinhood USA. You get free stocks from Robinhood. There is Robinhood UK. You get free stocks from Robinhood UK. Bloody marvelous. There is the extra channel. We're going to go live. We're live there now doing the pre-warm-up for Gorilla. We are going to go live early tomorrow for Gorilla. So what I'm going to do is I am going to create... No, I don't need to do it now. I'm going to go live tomorrow morning, 15 minutes earlier than normal, for 15 minutes, taking you up. So 7:15 Central, which is 8:15 Eastern, go through until 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. That then will take you directly into the interview itself, which is members only for that event. I will then be I will then be in the extra channel, which you can all watch what's going on with our CEO and CFO. That'll be good. You can see the warm-up of that on the extra channel. You might even be able to listen into the private conversation as well that we have setting up the event. So that's great. There we go. And then the main event will start itself. Right, I think we've covered all the questions. Classic Carnap, the more times XRP drops to $2, the more likely it will drop to a newer level. Correct, Sensei?
Yes.
Yes.
It's as simple as that. The more times it drops like that,
the more likely it's going to break down. Absolutely. That's exactly the same way as when we talk about when a stock pushes up and hits a resistance level. If it keeps knocking on the door and keeps trying to break through, eventually it does. The door gets weaker. You see, Sensei, I'm listening. I've been learning. Anyway, Brian Bynum, thoughts on quantum computing? We love quantum computing, but IonQ is just too expensive. Quantum threat to crypto and public key cryptography. I wouldn't say it at all is a threat to it. In fact, what it will do, it'll accelerate the mining growth. It won't take as long. Remember, it takes longer and longer. It's harder and harder to mine the last few Bitcoin. So I think we're at, what are we at now? There's 21 million, Sensei. Where are we up to now? Do we know exactly what number we're at on Bitcoin?
Oh, something like 18 million, I would say.
So we've got a few million to go, right? So as we get closer and closer, it gets more expensive, it gets harder to do, and quantum computers is going to make that a lot quicker, and it'll just go boom, overnight, solved. And that'll be amazing, right? All the Bitcoin done. And that's when Michael Saylor will go, right, I'm buying every single one. And that's when the real trading will begin, when there's none left. Do you agree with that, Sensei? When there's none left, that's when it'll really kick in, won't it?
Yeah, I mean, we won't be alive to see it, but that's when it'll be exciting. Yeah, there's been 19,900,000 mined, and as you said, it just gets harder and harder to mine them. If it was going to be a threat, then it would be a threat. It would be a bigger threat to the banks and everyone else's money. So I agree. It should just help mine those last Bitcoins, and there'll be security in place at that time.
Yeah, it's a good comment here from Classic Kana. He just said, that's a very interesting point. He says, I'm learning too. My point is that buying XRP at 2 is not always a good buy. Well, let's put it this way. Sensei is saying at some point, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, it will go down 50%. However, if you bought it at 2 and sold it at 260 and bought it at 2 and sold it at 260 and bought it at 2 and sold it at 2, you keep doing that. And then you buy it at 2 again, and then, oh no, it goes down to $1. 50%, damn it, Sensei was right again. And now I'm losing money. No, you're not, are you? Because you've made money from all the previous trades. Now what you do, your seed money's out to one side, you buy back more at $1. The 2 that you've got, you just hold those. No problem at all. It went lower. You don't mind. However, if you've just entered the market at 2 for the first time and you've not traded at 250, 260, whatever it was each time, then no, you buy at 2, it goes down to 1, you're 50% down. Not good. But again, the same principle, you should always have enough money to buy on bigger dips. I always do. I use margin because I don't believe in holding cash. I'm always invested. I use margin for greater dips. So either way round, whether you've traded it, that way it doesn't matter if it goes lower because you've already overall made profit anyway. And if you've done it right and it goes lower and you've just bought in at 2, that doesn't matter either. Do you agree with that, Sensei?
Yeah, I agree with what you've said. I agree with the classic Kana as well. Buying at 2, continuously buying at $2 at some point probably won't be the right thing to do. If you watched my Sunday video, I said the first time was very likely it was going to bounce, and that bounce within the first 8 hours was a 27% bounce. The first time it hit $2. The second time it hit $2 within the first hours, that was a 16% move to the upside. This time when it hit $2 in the first 8 hours, that was a 7% move to the upside. So you can see it's diminishing returns. If you watch the Sunday video, I said this time round, it's more likely it won't hold, but in my opinion, it is still likely it will hold. So it's more unlikely it won't hold because it's the third time hitting the $2 level. In my opinion, it is still likely to hold. So I do think $2 will still be support, but we're going to get these diminishing returns at $2 until that main breakout occurs. So $2 is not the be all and end all. It's not the strongest support in the world. It's not an unbreakable level. It is just a tradable level. As you saw, 27%, 17%, 8%. Each of those are great percentage moves within 8 hours. So no, it doesn't mean $2 is always going to be a great buy. It depends where you've previously bought it, and that's why you keep some on the side. That's why I've got levels at 183, 171. That's why I've taken my initial out. If the bull market ends tomorrow, I'm fine. I will be unhappy, but my initial's out, and I'll be happy holding for another 4 years until XRP rises again. Some people might not be in those positions, so each person's situation is different, but you're completely correct in saying that, the classic car nut.
Great question from Mike. Great question, and I've got an answer for you. Mike has asked, why hasn't Google stock gone up with the creation of Willow? Great question, and this answers so many questions from so many people. Stock has a great story. It has a great news. Something amazing comes out. We've got this amazing technology. It's going to be great. It's this and that and the other. And the stock doesn't really go up very much. And people go, what? What's all that about? Well, we had Nvidia recently announce major upgrades and improvements. We saw the talking about crypto. You remember when Ethereum got what was it, the Lightning, the level 2, whatever it was, it had an upgrade on its network, and that didn't do anything for the value of the stock either at the time. Very often, great news on a stock doesn't always do much. You go, well, why not? Mike asked a great question. They brought out a great new addition to the business. Why hasn't this made money? Well, there are several reasons. First of all, look how much Google has grown over the last 5 years. 184%. It's done very well. If we look at over the maximum, 576%. Look at that. It's not a bad graph, is it? But you can see how volatile it can be. It can also sell off. And basically what we've got now is instability again. We've had a great year. Look, with 3 months, we're up 16%, outperformed the S&P, 37% this year to date. Where can it go from here? Well, at the end of the day, even though the story is good, it's had a huge rally, just like Nvidia. Nvidia got stuck at that 140, and then we said it could go down to $100, and it sort of couldn't hold above the 140. We believe it's going to $200, but it will take some time to get there because at the end of the day, it's priced to perfection. Google is the same. Better value, however, than Nvidia, but at the end of the day, these stocks are always forward. Their prices are always bought forward. So Willow, people have known about for a long, long time, even though we're now just hearing about it. People have already bought into that stock knowing that's coming. And now it's like, what's next? Now it's not really going anywhere because it's already bought in. Also, what's most important are these two stories here. We've got the story of the CEO. I reported it this morning. Sundar has brought this comment this morning about, Sundar, not Sindar. Sundar Pichai has warned his employees that it's going to be a difficult year for Google next year due to the probing and what's going on and the investigations. So it's scaring people a bit because the stock has already had a huge rally. But the main reason, and I'm going to bring Sensei back into it now, is you hear a lot of people talking about the broadening of the market. Now, what do they mean by that? The S&P is pretty much governed and directed by the Mag 7. All right, used to be FANG, now it's called MANG, right? Because of Meta used to be Facebook. And we've seen this massive rally this year. Fantastic, really great on the S&P, and the S&P index is led by the MANG. The majority of it is in the top 30%, drives the market, and we've seen many of the other stocks in the S&P beat on earnings, but not really go anywhere stock-wise. They've been going sideways. Now, the broadening of the market means people are taking profits off the top after a great year, and they're buying things like the Russell. I wouldn't do it. I don't like it. Tom Lee often talks about it. Broadening of the market. So that means the money that's coming in on the sidelines is going to get spread across. However, as an investor, I'm looking for always 5 moves ahead. What comes next? The Russell is littered with rubbish stocks. Now then, why do people want to buy rubbish? Well, because very often stocks that are underperforming the Mag 7, underperforming the S&P, are sleeper stocks. And when we get rate cuts and deregulation from Donald Trump, it enables more mergers. The reemergence of things like IPOs again, and all this SPACs again, and new stocks, new businesses that are finding it easier with less regulation to get going again. Does it mean they're going to be great in the end? Well, we'll find out. Some will, some won't. But it gives the opportunity for people to try new businesses. Look what happened to Virgin Galactic. Boom, all the way up to $65, $70 because it was a SPAC. People are excited about new things going into space. And here we are today, back down on the floor again. So people are going, let's buy the Russell, let's buy these new stocks. We all know that Google is a great business, but can it keep growing? Can it do 100%, 300%, 500%? Well, of course it can't. There is huge growth in AI and these technologies. These are great businesses. People that are long-term investors like to own great businesses because those businesses are always making money. But remember, the business is not the stock price. The business is what I want to own, so it returns me an investment over time. However, the stock price can get ahead of itself. It can surge ahead way more than what the actual business can deliver. So people go, okay, Willow, to answer your question, Mike, that's out. Why is the stock not booming? It's already done it. And now people are taking their profits and buying new emerging businesses in the Russell, thinking that these stocks are going to do well. However, historically, statistically, most of them will fail. And at some point, people will buy back in the great businesses. Now, if you're a scalp trader and if you're looking to take high risk, you take your money out of Google, Nvidia, you buy the Russell, you try to trade it. You're looking at Sensei for trading information. You're looking at Ed Nevia for scalp trades. You're trying to get money quickly, and then eventually, you'll go, do you know what? I've made some money. I now want to buy a great business, because that's where all the money ends up. At the end of the day, as you get older, as you get wiser, as you get richer, you go, do you know what? I actually now want to own Amazon. I want to own Apple. As Jim Cramer says, own Apple, don't trade it. And eventually you'll buy it back in again. Well, what I'm doing is I'm simply just staying where I am and buying the dips, waiting for everyone to run back again and buy back into the quality. That's what's happening now. That's why I've said next year is going to go sideways, 5-10% maybe. Not a great year next year, okay year, but we've had a good year. That's why I'm buying Coca-Cola. I'm being defensive, I'm protecting my position, and I'm just going to let it ride sideways. And when it goes sideways and no big dips, I just keep paying down margin, keep paying down margin. There's nothing to really buy. I can add more and more if I want. And probably what I will do, now I've hit a threshold with that 100,000 and I've got the lower interest rate, what I'll probably do is I will buy just less than I'm adding. So my margin percentage will get less and less and less, but the value won't go down. Does that make sense? Because it's cheaper to be at the higher level and get a discount of 0.25% over being at the lower level and just keep the margin about the same. Now, you might go, well, you're not paying your margin off. I technically am paying the margin off, because if I earn $10,000 and I put $10,000 in and I spend $9,000 on the S&P, and I've reduced my margin by 1,000, so my margin is coming down, but I want to keep it on that 100 so I don't drop below. My buffer is going up and up and up, because my ratio to cash is not increasing. It's actually getting less, because I'm adding the money and just buying the same rather than buying more, if that makes sense. So a year from now, my portfolio could be, it's currently $250,000. It could be, it could be $350,000, but the 100 is still 100. Because eventually the broadening of the market will come back into the main position, and all those stocks that I've been accumulating, while keeping my margin the same, but my buffer will be increasing. It'll put me in a great position. That's what I do. I hope that was a very long way of answering the question, but that's why Willow hasn't necessarily done much for Google. Any thoughts, any comments to that, Sensei, about anything I just said there?
That was amazing. I really enjoyed listening to that. That's the sort of thing that I put you in my ear when I'm working, when I'm doing stuff, just to hear beautiful content like that. So I completely agree with everything you said there. I love it.
Great. Yeah, that's just basic fundamentals, principles of what investing is all about. Yeah. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Google has been working on Willow for 10 years. Exactly. Cedar. Exactly. Willow isn't just suddenly, oh, hang on a minute, Willow's happened. They've been working on it for years and years and years. It's only now Mike's talking about it, or we're talking about it. I've not been talking about Willow for more than a month, I think. But like you say, cedar trees, they've been talking about it for a very long time. ChatGPT, what about it? Who dreads candles on all crypto? AI is crazy. I got to write a Pine script for a trading view yesterday, a working script. I've got to be honest, I am not using AI at all to do anything. I'm not interested in it one iota, and I'll tell you why. Oh, hang on. Derek, I asked a few questions in the stream for the interview. How will it work? I know a lot about the company, so I think I would be good. It would be good if my questions are asked. Derek, this was your stock that you brought to the channel. We are here because of you. GRRR, the video, the first review was made because of you, and here we are with another blowout video, another interview, all because of you. Derek, you are absolutely right. So, Derek, I want to make you front and center for tomorrow. So, Derek, I would like you now to put in the chat questions you want me to ask the CEO and CFO tomorrow, and I promise you I will answer them all. If you give me 3 or 4 questions, I will answer them all directly from you. So, Derek, if you write them now in the chat, I will answer them all for you, because it's because of you that all of this amazing stuff has come to us from GRRR. You were a member of the channel. You said, would you do a review? You gave a super chat. I did a review and it went nuts. And the CEO, just so you know, I don't know if you know this, the CEO actually watched my analysis. He sat down and watched it. They contacted me and said, we want to be on the show. Here's some updated information. I then did an analysis. Part 2, updated all of that, and here we are, and the rest is history. And now we've got another CEO, so I've got a lot to thank you for, Derek. So if you give me your 3 or 4 questions in the chat, I most certainly will answer them. I'll make them priority. Google has been working on Willow for a long time. The reason Google is getting attacked ruthlessly by governments, I mentioned that in the chat as well, because it's being probed. I buy Google back at $160. Which exchange is best for buying and selling XRP with low fees? I actually like Robinhood, and if you use my Robinhood USA or Robinhood UK, you'll get free shares. And we even do giveaways live here on the show to show you how easy it is to use XRP and to give it away as prizes. So we do actually do giveaways live on the show. I always get quite entertained watching Sensei as I'm talking to see where his eyes are going. Sometimes he's looking into the camera like I'm doing now, but no one wants to do that, right? Nobody actually wants to look into the camera. It feels weird. You're looking at nobody like that, right? But you can see he's like, he's looking over here. He's looking over here. I know. I do it all the time.
I've got like 4 screens. I'm watching the crypto price. I'm watching the chat. I'm watching these updates.
I built my studio so it looks like I'm looking at you, which I kind of am. When I'm doing that, I'm kind of looking at you. But in fact, what I'm doing is I'm looking at you on a screen. I'm looking at you on a screen. I'm not looking at the camera, and it makes it engaging while making it easy for me to feel part of it. It's nothing worse than staring at the camera.
Every time we've been speaking, I've been looking directly at you.
I'm very impressed. It's because you've got an auto cue now. You've got a fancy gadget. That's what it is. I haven't got that fancy gadget. If I want to look at you and see you, I've got to look like this. If I look like that, I don't see you in the reflection on a fancy mirror with a fancy auto.
At you, Martyn.
I know. It's amazing. It's amazing. There you go. It's getting a bit weird now, isn't it? I've got this bloke looking into my eyes all the time. I wish he'd stop doing it, frankly.
The viewers as well.
Yeah, stop doing it. Look in your wife's eyes. Stop looking. It's getting weird now if you keep doing that. Now I'm focused on it. I can't get it out of my mind. Loving the content so far. Ryan Watt, thank you very much indeed. First time I've ever paid for content on YouTube. Ryan Watt. Well, we thank you. I see you've got a green badge. Let me tell you something right now, Ryan. When we set up memberships, I didn't sit around. This is before Sensei joined the show, right? It wasn't, hang on a minute. How can I get money out of people? I know what I can do. I'll have memberships. Everyone does memberships. It wasn't about that. It was to provide a service so we could separate members from trolls and bots and scammers and fools, basically, and engage and provide a better service. And then it was, well, how cheap can I make it? On the extra channel, it's 99 cents. This channel is $2.99, cheaper than most. Actually, we got a really good, and by the way, it's never gone up in price, and it's actually gone down because I never increase it with inflation either. So actually, it's getting cheaper. So once I set that up, it was, how can I give back 20 times what people give me? I actually said that to myself. What services can I do to reward someone for giving me $2.99? What can I do? And that's where we came up with all the perks. You can have a free birthday song. People pay me $500 to do that and get to keep it. You can have a free song on the music channel on a Friday night. People pay me money for that. You have that for free. You have members only live streams. Like tomorrow, that's a world exclusive that no one's going to see apart from the members. That's something special, right? A special interview with a CEO and a CFO. You can ask me to poll the audience, so I'm engaging with you. You talk to me, I answer you back because we filtered it down to members. I will always get you on the show. It's your show. You can speak to me live on the show and we can have a conversation. You won't get that with virtually any other show. I speak to everybody. So you get that. Well, that's got some value, right? Human engagement. You can ask me to poll the audience. I said that. You can ask me to cover an earnings. You can say, I would like you to cover an earnings, and I'll do it. You can ask me to review a stock. Just like our member earlier said, can you review a stock for me? He gave me a $10 super chat. It jumped to the top, and he had to be a member to do that. So if someone really rich comes in, someone says, there's $500, would you do me a super chat? No. They'll go, really? I've given you $500. No, you've got to be a member. $2, $2.99, you remember, and I'll do a review for you. That's why I don't take corporate sponsorship from people other than members. Okay, so all of these things, and then I say if you follow me on X and Instagram, I will reply to all your comments. I will engage with you. And people often say, why don't you follow me? People have actually asked me that. Why don't you follow me? You follow nobody. It gives our engagement more value, because when the algorithm, when X or Instagram or whatever look at this, and when there's a channel which has 1,000 followers and follows 1,000 people, it's not worth anything. It's worth nothing. However, if you have 1,000 followers and you follow nobody, right, it shows that you're not trying to cheat the system. So when you comment to someone, you answer a question, they share that because it's real engagement. It's better for you because it helps promote your channel, your network when I'm talking to you, because mine's got some strength behind it. That's why I do that. And there are other things like because of you're a member, I spend a lot of time. I cover all the costs and the time it takes me to set up with Discord. Hours, that is, into the night I do that now. It's getting bonkers. I need some people to help me. But so on there, you can now talk to Sensei, and he'll pop in and he'll tell you all about this and that and the other. And he went in today, and it was really great. Somebody wanted a review, and he said, if you get one of the mugs, I will do a review for you. And that person's thrilled to bits. And now he's going to make a video, which
and because of that, Martyn, I was going to ask if I can do a quick half-an-hour stream after this ends, just to do that request and just see if any members have any.
There you go. Look at that. Now, that was a benefit of being a member. You might say, nah, that wasn't a benefit of being a member. He bought a mug. Yeah, but he was talking on Discord to Sensei. How was he talking on Discord? Because he's a member. And while he was there, he might have popped in to have a quick chat with Ed Nevius, who was showing some scalp trades. Hang on a minute. I like this. And that is why 98% of our live viewers are members. Higher than it. Go to any channel in the world where they are on regular streams. They're not members only, just a regular stream, and you'll see a member now and again. With us, nearly everyone is a member. And that's why, because the membership service is there. And me and Sensei sit around all the time. How can we make the membership even better? When Sensei designed these new mugs on the shop that he set up for me, he said, I got an idea, Martyn. If we do a mug, let's include some perks. We argued. It went round and round for half an hour. I went, what do you mean? What do you mean? Have I got to do extra work? He said, yeah, but it'd be worth it. If we sell a mug, would you do a review? I said, I already do reviews. Now I've got to do reviews if they sell mugs. So we always trying to create ways that is engaging and fun. And if you buy a mug, then you get this review. It's a pain in the ass for me because now I've got to do more reviews. But that's okay. Sensei thought it was a good idea, and I went along with it.
More members, more streams. I mean, all the support that comes in, it just ends up being more streams. As you notice, I used to just do Sunday shows. Now I'm live multiple times a week. There's more members. There's more people that have questions, and it's all for the members. So
and then this is where it comes full circle, Sensei. Why do you think more and more CEOs are calling to be on the show? I never call anyone. They watched and they called in because they saw the engagement. They saw the fact we own the first 2 pages of Google. Why? Of course, a CEO wants to come on this show because if he comes on this show, he's talking to the investors of his stock. It's obvious. I mean, if I'm a CEO and I want to talk about and I want to tell the world about my business, let's go on the channel that reaches those people. So, again, the more we engage, the more we provide, the better it is. Then we get better content. I've got great ambitions of having Elon Musk on the show, and people have said to me, "You'll never get him on the show." Of course I will. Of course I will. Elon Musk started as a nobody. He was a bullied child, like I was actually, and then he produced. When he started to do in Tesla, it was a bankrupt business. He built one car, the Roadster. Nobody wanted it. And here we are today. I started with 1 subscriber, nobody watching. And here we are today with what we got today. Anyone can do it. Anyone can do it as long as you work harder than everyone else and provide a better service and put value before anything else. You can do anything you want. But you never give up and you never give in. And that's what this channel is all about. We're not going anywhere. Absolutely not going anywhere. So, yes. So you want to create a stream. So Sensei, what do you... there you go, another member. Excellent. Sensei, what do you want to do? What is it you want to talk about?
Well, crypto is a bit volatile right now, so I'll just be in the background looking at sort of XRP's price, having a look at the crypto markets while doing some requests for the members. The members can hop in, and a few people bought some mugs during the show. So if those people who bought those mugs want to hop in as well,
do you want to do like a Sunday show, a regular show, no specific title?
Just for about half an hour, just do all those
awesome stuff.
People have purchased mugs,
right.
So.
Let me set it up now then. So here we go. So create, schedule a stream. It'll be the same as your Sunday show. There we go. Live crypto analysis from Sensei. Reuse that. There you go. This is great. This is an extra show. Basically, folks, you're getting an extra Sunday night show on a Monday night. That's not confusing at all, is it? A Sunday night show on a Monday night. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, has your wife gone out?
No, I'll leave it. She'll be fine. She loves it. She'll be watching.
Oh, does she? Does she? Does she really love it? Do you think my wife loves it? Really?
She'll buy a mug and ask me to do a review for her.
Right. So live show, Sensei Oracle Street. That's Sensei's playlist, but it won't be Sensei Sunday, of course. That would make no sense. But it will be in Sensei. If you follow Sensei's playlist, the Sensei, the chart of Oracle Street, every single video and every single thing that Sensei does is in there. So if you think, oh, I've missed it, there's the playlist for you to go and watch it. All right. So let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do that. Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you to Sensei's show, not the extra channel. That makes sense. And it's Sensei, you'll go straight after this because you're already live, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I'll leave now and then get set up, and then I'll go on at half past.
Try and sort your lighting out, mate. It's very moody. You're very moody. It's very mysterious. It's like you're sort of like the horror house or something.
It's a Monday night. It's a romantic night. It's just me and you, Martyn.
No. Oh, he's doing it again. We had looking into my eyes. Now we've got romance. Sorry, folks. I do apologise for it. He's a married man. So am I. I don't know where we're going. Stop looking into my eyes when you say that. Right. There's love in the room tonight, and we don't want it. Get out of it. Right. Okay. So Sensei, I'll let you go there.
Everyone on that stream then.
Do what?
I'll be off, Martyn. I'll see everyone on that stream in about 15 minutes.
I am doing it as we speak. Yes. Okay,
brilliant.
It's ready to rock and roll. See you in a minute. Cheers, mate.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. See you in about 15 minutes. Thanks for having me on the show, Martyn.
My pleasure. You will do. We'll see him in 15 minutes. Great stuff. Subscribers. There we go. Redirect. Next. Public. December the 30th. 4:30. That's in 15 minutes. 4:30. There it is. Okie flipping dokey. And there. No more left. What's going on? What's this? The mug's sold out. So the mug's sold out. I think the mugs are sold out. I think Stacey Bailey said, and there's no more left. I got the funny feeling she says they're all sold out. Anyway, let me back to red again because we're showing the red situation here. Right. So Sensei will need this here. So it looks like you've got an extra show tonight, you lucky people. Monday show. There is that. Okie dokie. And now he needs the stream key, which is there. Okay. Okay, Sensei, you've got that. So we're good to go there. That's good. The extra channel, we're not going to go there then. So we're just going to stay where we are on the main channel. Duplicate. So it looks like you're going to get a proper night of charts tonight. So those chart readers, you're in for a little bit of a treat by the looks of things. There it is. There's the event. It goes live in 12 minutes. I shall give everyone the link to it now. Here we go. How many millionaire mates do you expect to see the interview tomorrow? How many of your millionaire mates do you expect to see them? Where's the, I don't know. Where's your questions? You didn't give me any questions. Derek, I was asking you to give me, you didn't give me one. I wanted to copy them down. Ready for tomorrow. Hopefully you will tomorrow. Anyway, you had the chance. So let me give you everyone, let me give you Sensei's link. Here we go. So Sensei live tonight. The price is right tonight. The price is right at night. Come on down. The upgrade in the internet is killing us. What do you mean the upgrade in the internet is killing us? Hell, I used to watch every day, Leo Creative, but not now. Can't keep up. Hell, I used to watch every, oh, I see, the upgrade in the internet. Oh, yes, I used to watch every video. I did in the stream. I didn't see it. Yes, on Discord will be fine. On Discord, I want 3 or 4 questions from you. Make them good ones. All right, there's Sensei's show. This is it here. I asked you to repeat them, didn't I? Didn't I ask that? I can't just scroll back up again. What do you think this is? Right, there you go. There's Sensei's show in 11 minutes' time. That's good. So Sensei's got the links he needs there. So we're going to, Sensei's got that. He's set up. Okay. That's where we are now. I want to thank everybody. I thought 55,000. I thought 50,000 by the end of the year would be amazing. 55,000 by the end of the year. Now look at this. It could even be 56,000 by the end of the year. I cannot believe it. Have you bought more of the S&P? Not today, I haven't. I'd already bought a lower dip a few days ago. So I've already bought this. I've already bought this dip. Okay. So, yeah, you can't just buy every single dip. That wouldn't make any sense. Unless you're selling it, of course. But I'm not. So I ain't. And because I ain't, I'm not. Is that confusing? I'm confused. Right. Okay. Let me send this show directly to Sensei's show. And let me go back to general public again so everyone can have their say. Just like to give members whenever we can, just give the members the best service. Redirect. Sensei show. Save. There you go. Right. Okay, Martin had a nude cut. No, I didn't. It was just a sort of, well, it was nude color. It was pinky. It was sort of beigey pinky. Well, I wasn't nude. I wasn't saying. I heard that going around. Martyn Lucas is doing naked shows. No, Martyn Lucas is not doing naked shows at all. It's all a lie, right? There's no naked shows going on. All right. I just wore a sort of pinky beigey t-shirt. That's all. It's no big deal. Don't make a thing out of it. There's always somebody who wants to make a big deal out of it. Anyway. I saw that. No, you didn't see anything. You just saw a pinky beigey t-shirt. That's all you saw. Jocelyn, what is the color of nude, may I ask? Yeah, exactly. Pinky sort of beigey, right? With black writing on it. Very masculine. Can't wait for the new year. Always fun making out the IRA and watching the bank account be depleted. You have a few mugs short of you're a few mugs short of OnlyFans. There's no way I'm doing that. It was like we made the match to match his skin. Perfect color. It was not. You could see the material. Martyn Lucas, OnlyFans incoming. Can't wait for the new year. Always fun making out the IRA and watching the money get depleted. Yes. Right. Okay. Enough of this malarkey. Enough of it. Enough of the malarkey. I've got to get out and put the R Gold video out plus Sensei's. What did he do? What did he do? Was it XRP and what was the other one? GRRR. All right. I'm going to have to get some editing done. I wasn't saying that nude is a color. I wasn't saying like a naked. No, nude, not naked. Mike, we're not talking naked. We're talking nude. I sent them to you on Discord. Let me go and check. Derek. Oh, bloody hell. Look, I've got to write that out. Why couldn't you just copied and pasted that? Oh, dear. Now I've got to write them all out. Okay. I'll do that. I can trim them down a bit as well. All right, Derek. Thank you for that. Thank you for making it hard for me. I'll write them all down. Don't you worry. I mean, it's the least I can do, really, because you did. It was because of you why we're here, to be fair. Martin, write him down. The guy gave you a great show. He did. It's true, he did. Right, I'm going to get off. Sensei's going to do a chart for you. Opie sorted his light out because he looks like he's on in a horror movie tonight. I have no idea what that's all about. Not like this show. Not like this. Anyway. Mike, hang on. What's going on here? Oh, yeah, stock. Yeah, you were, Stacey. Must have been cold in the office. No, it's got nothing to do with being cold. Sensei was doing a show and he had an audio issue and I needed to explain what was going on. Bloody hell, that's the last time I'm going to bother. Next time, sod ya. If I haven't got my suit on and I'm not ready, I won't do it. You won't know what's going on. I try to help people out here, and this is the abuse I get. Jocelyn, just became a member. Nice to be part of the family. I really enjoy your show. Joseph Kelly. Nice, mate. Have you got all the benefits? There's X, there's Instagram, there's Discord. There's the music channel for the free song. There's the extra channel. All that. Loads of it. Go. Oh, and there's the members video. Watch that. Tell you what you get. No, it wasn't Mike. Said Mike. I will copy paste it to you. That would be better. That would be better. That would be better. Now, yes, do that. Now I can do it better. Yes. Shut your pie hole, says Stacey. Oh, hello. Hello. We've got violence breaking out amongst the ranks. He was naked. He was nude. He was naked. He wasn't naked. He was nude. Yeah, exactly. Rubbish, this is. Why is everyone doing this? I'm trying to finish. Sensei's waiting to go live. All this naked stuff is rubbish. I agree with you, Classic Carnut. It's just distracting from the stocks and shares of the stock market. They don't have this in Wall Street. Oh my God, I knew he shouldn't have used that color reference. Good God. It was beige. Correct. Yes, it was. No, Nesta is enjoying it. I don't know why he's enjoying it. It's a crazy debacle. Crazy debacle. Good God, says Stacey. Audio issue, eh? Is that what they call it? Yes, it was a global outage for YouTube. They had audio issues. Nothing to do with me. It's not even in my studio. It was Sensei doing it. It's got nothing to do with me. Keep an eye on your crypto. The next few days could be presented a great opportunity to load up on coins you missed out on. There you go. Cedar trees. He's giving you a top tip there. Not from me. I'm not saying it. He's saying it. I'm not saying it. He's saying it. If you're seeing it, say it. If you say it, see it. Poor Sensei over there waiting. Yeah. I'll keep him bloody waiting. I'll keep him just to remind him whose show this is. All right. Should I do that? Just sit here. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go to the piano and I'll play for 20 minutes. I'll play the piano for 20 minutes just to annoy him. Should I do it? Who says I should go to the piano and play played piano for 20 minutes just to annoy Sensei, just to get on his wick. I could. I probably should. I probably should do that just to annoy the hell out of him. Yeah. Martyn's top was birthday suit colour. Oh, I'm done with this now. I'm done with it. I believe the right to wear whipped cream. I believe in the right to wear whipped cream as clothing. Brian Bynum, you would. On that note, I'm out of here. On it. We're not turning this into a smutty show. It's not. We don't need it. We don't need it. We're not doing it. I'm gonna go. I don't need all this aggravation, right? So I'm gonna go. Right. I've had enough of this. I'm gonna send you to Sensei before it gets out of control, which it already is. Okay, so as this stream finishes, here's Sensei's show. I'm done with you. It's all getting smutty. It's all getting smutty and naked and nude and kind of strange. Right, there you go. There is the link. There is Sensei's show. It'll take you there automatically, or you can click on it and do what you want. Someone just unsubscribed. We just lost a subscriber. Did you see that? One person. Did you see that? Just here. Just, it's all back to front. Yeah, just there. Someone unsubscribed. They went, I'm not having this. This is rubbish. I didn't tune in for a sexy show. Who wants a sexy show? If I want a sexy show, I'll put Debbie Does Dallas. I won't tune into Martyn Lucas. I'm not interested in that. Right, okay, here we go. Thank you much indeed. We're all done. Final thoughts. Let me get out of here. Thanks ever so much, folks. It's been a great day. New Year's Eve tomorrow, last day of the year. What are we going to do? New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. Shall we have a party tomorrow? New Year's Eve? I think we probably should. Shall we drink whiskey? Shall we drink beer? Tomorrow, New Year's Eve. What do you reckon? Get the whiskey out? Maybe. Shall we do it? We'll see. Not in the morning, though, for the interview. No. We're now going to hand you over to Sensei, who's quietly waiting in the wings. Not Debbie. No, Jocelyn. Our dominatrix, Jocelyn, is here. You don't need Debbie. You don't need Debbie. You got Jocelyn. I'm here. I'll take care of that. Don't you worry about that. Hey, Martyn, started with the eyes comment. I didn't start with the eyes comment. Sensei did. He said, I'm looking into your eyes. He started with it, and I tried to finish it. All right? I didn't like it. It was weird. Whiskey. Yeah, go hard. We're going, what? Go hard? Hello? Hang on. This is getting out of control. I'm out of here. I'm going to hand you over to Sensei. Just arrived. Good night, I guess. Ricky Pearson. You don't want to know, mate. Don't get involved. Don't get involved, Ricky. Move on. Go and watch Meet Kevin. You don't want to watch this. This is crazy. Right, I'm going to hand you no. Why do banks find XRP appealing? You can't get serious now. We finished the show. We finished the show. I've ordered a mug. We've sold out of mugs. We can't have got any mugs. I'm done. I'm gone. We're finished. It's turned into the wrong sort of show. That's it from me. Join Sensei now. I'm saying goodbye. See you later. Let me refresh the screen. Yes, yes, yes. Ta-ra for now. Take care of yourselves and each other. Wait for tomorrow. New Year's Eve. It's bound to get crazy. None of this stuff. Now join Sensei. Ta-ra. Take care of yourselves and each other.